Hey, so I'm back. This should be done being dried in a few minutes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start cutting out around my cardboard. Okay, and it's always okay to go back and add a little bit more glue in some corners or areas that you need it in. But that's what I'm gonna start doing. I'm gonna start cutting out around my cardboard. Cutting. Got to even put like emojis on these. Alright. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut where I had my lines. Right. All of these out. Take your time, it may be a little difficult. Okay. So I'm actually just put the rest aside just for the sake of time. So you guys aren't watching all these videos, but you cut out all your boxes that you made. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cut these across. I'm gonna cut the rest of the colorful ones out. That way we can start to see like a clearer picture of what it'll look like, even though, like I said, you guys, this will be more filled than mine. Okay. So what I'm gonna start doing is you're gonna cut a little bit, not cut off, but make a little slash mark into with your scissors, just a little bit. Boom. You do it on a different side, so maybe like a couple or 2 or 3 edges of your pieces. Okay, so that's all I'm doing. Just going in and making some slash marks. See, I just cut into it. I did not cut anything out. Boom, boom. Okay, so it'll kind of help us start putting our collage together. And let's just say these have color on them. Okay, so and you may have to make some of these a little deeper to hold everything up, but I like that we can kind of keep one side with the cereal box or whatever type of pasta box we used. And you can start kind of sliding them in there. You want to make sure that they at least go further enough down to kind of hold whatever shape you have. Okay. So you'll just start playing around with where and how. It's okay to add some extra slash marks if you don't like how something is coming out. Just play around with the different shape that it can make. Okay, so this is gonna help us to start building our collages up, and we have to really just start playing around with how can we make it like a form. Okay, and you want to have a decent amount honestly for this, just because it will start to kind of look a little flat at first. Okay, until you really get your bearing. Okay, so I'm gonna slide that in there. So the easiest way is if you have a slash, you want to slide it into where there is one. Okay, so they can meet up in the middle together like that. Kind of gives it a little bit more of a form. So that has a slash there, so I'm going to slide these down inside. That's giving me a form right here. Okay, we're going to kind of play around, see what it starts to do. As you can see, it's like folding its way up. Okay, what happens if I cut one right here? Okay, and slide this through. And make sure you kind of open it just a little bit. That way they can come down and side together. Right? So it's starting to do a little something. It's giving us a little shape right here. Okay, just playing around with it. Okay, and actually I think making them deeper would be a little bit easier. So what happens if I make this one further in? Kind of like that. So don't be afraid to kind of go a little further in with your pieces to see what they do. I don't like that one there. Okay. You can like even bend some in a certain direction depending on how it's starting to look. So this is one little corner of mine. So let me see if I start playing with these. Okay, so I'm just doing some kind of deep slash marks on these bigger pieces. I want to see if I can start something new with that'll do. Okay. Sliding inside. Okay. You can end up making them in different pieces and then finding a way to like connect them together. But I think the more that you do, the cooler it becomes. And you can even use some that you didn't like drawn. So I think that would be cool to show part of the pasta box that you used. So I slashed that in there. Maybe I want to make it connect this way. 2 slashes at the top. Oops. Okay. Make sure they don't clink together too much. Right. So you're just gonna start building and seeing what kind of shape it starts to do. You kind of have to play around with them. But yeah, so this is a good start for us. A start for us for our collages. So just be patient with yourself, and then we'll keep going over everything in class. Okay, guys? Bye.